After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. On the carry, good pickup on 1st down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the Chargers' 43-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Jaguars 7, Chargers 0. Josh Lambeau on for the field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
Off the pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job to play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He's got a man open. That's Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 22. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Jacksonville.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. Dancing to it. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. The 40. The 30. The 20. 10. And they're going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA.
Let's go. Let's go.
Michael Badgley on for the... It's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Chargers 10, Jaguars 7.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. Oh, look at that, a diving catch. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Gain of 22 yards. And the Jaguar.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ochinowosu. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 28. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Jaguars.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Uchinowosu got the sack there. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan. Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Actually, to kick off for the Chargers.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the area.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on a little bit back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. To throw, Kaepernick. Throw, but incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Again, it's Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
SoFi Stadium, here's a 2nd and 10.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick eluding the pressure right. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
He will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
The tackle made by Caleb Chason.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line.
Chargers.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 11. A big seam, and he might go all the way.
Come on and get it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Yeah, we dominate today.
In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run. read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. And a catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
If you were me,
Tyler Lockett, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers can now take the lead with the extra point. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the corner. Boy, that was well executed.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. But he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Jaguars.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught inside the 15. They will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Godwin, his third touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a reach.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
Right side, Henry's got it. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First and 10.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
2nd and 10.
Mahomes firing complete, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Mahomes to throw once more. This complete to Henry over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. After the delay of game, 1st and 15. Now it's Mahomes again. It's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. Now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Well, I've never seen this one.
Oh, this nigga's a bitch. He's a bitch.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's had a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs.
Yo, this nigga is a bitch, bro.
That's going to be a safety.
Oh, my God. Bro, hell no.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
Wow, that ball is not free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south.
Oh.
He went way way in the opposite direction.
Weird,
That's going to
bro.
cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.
Nigga, Patrick Mahomes, like, you don't even have a first, bro. What are you doing?
Tight ends are out there.
You don't have a first, my nigga. Why are you doing this? This nigga does not have a first. What is he doing this for?
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
What you talking about? Nigga, I'm smarter than you.
This is recovered in the end zone for a touchdown. And that is a tough. Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble. And they did. Took him the other way for a score. And now, if you're the offensive team, it will take a miracle, perhaps, to win this ball game.
To kick off for the Chargers.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
The 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Well, final play of this. We were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both...